Good morning. My name is Lana. This is the Lighthouse. Guys, I have a rune and oracle card reading this morning for us. Um, that being said, I would like to um, say on the community post, I shared a video from MJ at Soulful Revolution, who explained so much better than I can what we're going to be seeing um, for the next, I don't even know how long, but I don't remember what she said in the video, but talking about structures breaking down and how people are going to be needing wise leaders to help lead them in the future. And somebody had asked me about redoing, which has already been loaded, about intuition. And guys, everyone's intuition works differently. I've noticed over time, as my gifts grow, as I step more into being more of a leader, or more of a, I don't want to consider myself a leader, but share information, right? That I just realize more and more. I see more and more. I hear more and more. I'm multifaceted. I get lots of information from my angels, my guides, things I see around me. I don't watch the news. Okay, I didn't even know the government was shut down because I don't watch the news anymore. It's very depressing to me. But I do, I do look at YouTube, and so I do see a lot of breaking news type stories and stuff on there. But things are changing, guys. By the time we get to February, which is when Pluto really kicks into Aquarius, I don't know, once we get there and we look back, how many differences and things we're going to see. Anyway, MJ gives a really good explanation for it, so I did put that on my community post. That being said, I did want to mention, too, Artist Only Tarot. She did a reading called Perota, Family Matters, and she was talking about somebody's dad, and it reminded me very eerily about a video I did last year, or closer to 2 years ago, about, I was feeling like it was something political, because I kept seeing this vision in my head of somebody being run out of their home by the citizens. I'm not sure. I knew it hadn't happened yet. It was like a vision, because I do have visions, and I'm still not sure it's happened yet, because I don't pay attention to the news. So, but I feel like when it does, people are going to see it, and it's going to be known, and I just wanted to say that. But her reading struck me as similar to the one I did, but yet hers was from a slightly different perspective, more about what's going on with the people. But it just made me think of it, okay? So you might want to check out Artist Only Tarot. Her, and she's using really cool lights and stuff and cards that glow in the dark. I absolutely love it. It's really cool. But this Perota Family Matters, just really, or Perdona, I forget how it was spelled, but it really struck me as similar to what I picked up about some kind of unrest in another country, another place, not the United States, because of what I was seeing in my head. Okay, so there. That being said, so we have a rune, and I've got 4 of my decks. I have not pulled the cards yet. I did shuffle them and look through them, and each one gave me like 3 or 4 cards, and then would start repeating. And every time I was getting the same message over and over again with them. So we'll see how that comes out. But with the runes, so I asked the angels, what did they want to tell us today? So first of all, we have breakthrough. Some of you are going through, might find, whoever this reading is for, you might be finding that new information is coming in, that you are understanding something on a different level. You're seeing something you haven't seen before. Something's being exposed to you. You're having some kind of a breakthrough that you're going through, okay? And then we got Manas, which is reverse. I normally don't do reversals, but the reason why I did this one is because what I got from this, because I scry through my runes, guys, was because the upright Manas is humanity. And what they were telling me was, with it being reverse, is you are not meant to keep whatever knowledge, whatever information you're getting. You are meant to share it. You're meant to come out of the cave. You're meant to talk about it. Okay? Talk about it around the dinner table. Talk about it with other people. Talk about it with whatever friend group you have. Okay? Because knowledge shared is knowledge power. And if y'all notice, the breakthrough rune is in this humanity rune. Okay? I don't know if y'all can see that as well. It's still dark outside, guys. It's only a little after 6 here in North California. But the breakthrough rune is in Nanas, okay? That being said, so then we got enlightenment. We got Soilu. Having to stand still for a moment, walking into a dark room to let your eyes adjust. Spiritual enlightenment, success. So, and then we got it up in the hands of fate. So, not everybody may want to listen to you. It may be knowledge that's meant only for you, but some part or some form of what your message that you get is, you are meant to share it. And then we have Ingas, which is, what they're telling me today is seeing reality in a whole new way, is what I heard. Okay, guys, there are traditional meanings to the runes, but when I hear something in particular come through, that's what I'm scrying, and that is when they are telling me it's something different. So this is seeing reality in a whole different way, okay? Because of some kind of information that comes through you. All right? So, and it's meant to spiritually enlighten you. Sawita 40 had asked me to talk more about intuition. And MJ also said something along the lines of, we're not meant to tell everybody everything. What we are meant to do as those that are doing, being the way showers, is we are meant to help give you the information for you to learn on your own, because everyone's going to have a different perception, and not everyone's going to agree with everything you say. They might take parts of it that they understand and they agree with, and other parts that they don't. Okay? So you are meant to look up some of the information on your own. We're just meant to guide you. So if you want to know more about intuition other than what I said in that video, you might need to do a little bit of research. Okay? Keep a notebook. Okay? If you have little visions or major epiphanies, as I like to call them, sudden breakthroughs, and, oh, I understand something now. Keep a note. Keep a diary. Okay? And then at the base of the reading, I asked, well, what's the base of the reading? And I got a new foundation, a new way of seeing things, a new way of working your light, and listening to your own intuition, what feels right, what doesn't. And also, because of this, you're meant to share it, also feels like information coming in that you're going to instinctively know if it's right or not for you. And as you talk about it, you will find people that agree with you, don't agree with you. You will find your tribe, all right? Which is a little bit different of a message than when I got through, because this is take 2, because I accidentally hit my phone and it cut off my video. But the message is essentially the same. But that was actually a little extra thing they just gave me, was finding people that, in this new reality, that are in the same room as you, so to speak, energetically, okay? So, now I want to pull the Native Spirit deck, because when they gave me those 2 runes, guys, I knew that was the end of it, all right? So, what do you want to tell us? Tribal Spirit Dancer, Song of the Wild. Now, Song of the Wild is feeling to me this morning like this new reality. Things being different than, and other people coming together and dancing to the same tune, okay, in your tribe, bringing all your different perspectives together, okay? Peace, finding peace where there wasn't none before. You are rare. White buffalo. Not too many white buffaloes, guys. Cleansing. Cleansing your space. Your sanctuary. Your sanctuary. Spirit of the water, intuition coming into play. We've got that in the runes. Carrying your medicine with you. Let me pull just a couple of cards. 3. I heard 3. Unknown future. One day at a time. Breakthrough. That's what I'm picking up with the tracker this morning. Finding what is true for you. The sky's the limit. Now, if you notice, there's night and day on this, okay, with these clouds. So this is that in between the realm feeling that I get with some of these cards, with some of the messages. The sky's the limit. What is it that feels right to you? What is true for you? Ending of chapters, new beginnings. Circle of life. I was talking about this card yesterday. Okay? And we have the expansion too. Maybe these are cycles you've completed and you're taking all the wisdom. One of my guys is... Get it closer. What are they saying? Just things. Let me see, guys. Hang on a second. Different realms. They're pointing out that there's something in the middle of this, and it's echoing. Something's echoing. Has anybody been having anything that feels like it's echoing to you? Like it's going, it's like throwing a stone in the middle of the pond, and it's rippling out. Maybe like the ripple effect. The energy is shifting and changing. The ripple effect. That's not even in this deck, guys. But I'm feeling the ripple effect. See how it's rippling? Because we just had that water card too, right? It's on the top. Becoming an elder. It's rippling out. Getting your tribe. Getting your... She's saying only 4. Yeah, because then we got Song of the Wild again. Ripple effect. Becoming a leader. New realities. At the end of the rainbow. Oh, wow, I never noticed. Guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like this rainbow right here, this reflection. And then there's, yeah, you can see it a little bit. There's like that sign that I keep saying. It's like another ripple effect. It's like that sign for those of you that aren't familiar, before I moved here, I saw the sun and I saw an aura around it and I saw clouds that looked like angels. Like the angels were telling me, it's time for you to go. Sold my house, moved here. The day I got here and got to my friend's house, there was another one in the sky. There was the sun with an aura around it and no angels, like you were here. Okay? And that's what it's talking about, some kind of ripple thing here, guys. And Spirit Keeper of the West, which is where I'm at, is in the West. Well, holy cow. And Spirit Keeper of the South. Guys, I'm from the South. Holy cow. Y'all saw me shuffle those cards. I'm in the West, but I come from the South. What the hell? Freedom. I got that earlier. Ancestors are with you. Wow. Okay. Elder. Becoming an elder. One day at a time. Breakthrough. Okay. So, what kind of energies on the planet are affecting us at this time? I got this one earlier too. Consciously manifesting. Guys, if you focus on it, it will come. If you focus on it, it will come. Your sacral chakra opening up. The lotus in there. Again, I'm hearing expansion. Harmony in the heavens. Resolution. Again, look, guys, look at the expansion. So, expanding in new ways. Oh, the new reality. The new reality expanding. Wow. And the new foundation and intuition. Okay. Let me, progress, technology. Progress. We are progressing. You are what you seek. I've got that antenna feeling again, guys. Some of you are picking up, and it's coming in. Guys, some of you are, your frequencies are rising. Your vibrations are rising. Holy cow. Gateway activation. Again. Everything's got a circle in here, guys. Circle, circle. Venetian Galactic Council. Answer the call. Time to shine. Transcendence Ascension. You are rising up. See? Look at that. You are rising up. being anchored into the earth. Great teacher awakening, divine magic. Guys, some of you are meant to be teachers, guides, healers in some sort of way. And you will find your tribe. I'm getting a huge message of expansion this morning from this. Healing the lineage, boundaries, new doorways opening up. It's in your DNA. Renewal, rebirth by light. Guys, something energetically is shifting even more so on the planet and expanding us all. Stargate heart, unlocking, generosity, heart chakra opening. The Emerald City. I feel that that is very futuristic. And it just feels some kind of expansion. I'm feeling a card from the, I think it's in the, that Work Your Light deck, where there's like this building and you walk in and they've got a marble floor and they've got this scene in the floor, and somebody's going to run into that one day. They're going to walk into a government building or something, and they're going to see this floor, and they're going to go, it's going to be like a vision coming true for them. New information, end of a cycle. Oh my gosh, we got 2 of them. Recalling power, future thinking. Some of you are really opening up into your gifts of getting futuristic visions, being able to consciously manifest. Okay, so that's the end of it, right? All right, what's underneath? Divine from support from the angels, the seraphim, voice activation, seeding the light, God's army. God's army. Guys, it feels like there's a new collective coming about on the planet that are going to be highly spiritual leaders. Strength, security, laying foundations. I was getting that message in the other one too. Laying new foundations, new reality. Stellar gateway activation, circle again. Infinite potential, manifestation vortex. Guys, some of you, be careful what you think, because some of you are going to think things into existence. So make sure your thoughts are positive. Renewal, rebirth by light. And some of you are going to also... Okay, so don't shoot the messenger. But it feels like aliens coming in. You see these 2 lion faces, what looks like lion faces here, and then Thoth on the sides? Guys, we are being guided by otherworldly beings as well as the angels. Okay? I'm hearing follow the yellow brick road. Where are your thoughts and where is your thoughts and your heart leading you? Okay? Where do you feel like you're being led to? Sacred inner space. Purging. 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 So, they're making me think of a video I saw the other day. This guy was talking about using some kind of special herb that will help you to purge metals and toxins out of your body. Though some people used to go on, back in the 70s, 80s, used to go on, maybe even the 60s, used to go on certain diets that would flush things out of their system. We really don't practice that anymore, and we should. Okay? So that's what I feel like I'm hearing here. Unlocking the Emerald City, evolutionary downloads. Guys, things are changing at such a fast rate. Clearing old stories. Some of you are getting ready to, in this elder energy, step forth into some kind of new light, in this new reality, with a new foundation, that you're really going to go by what you're hearing, what you're feeling intuitively. And it's not going to be like you've been living your life the same way. Okay? I really feel like I'm hearing that very big. So let's see on the Work Your Light. I'm going to shuffle them a couple of times first. What do you want to tell us about the people and how they're using their gifts, how they're traveling, or how they're... I'm hearing how they communicate. Guys, I still feel like there's a lot of telepathy going on. I got this one earlier. expansion. Come out of the cave. Share your voice. You are not meant, whatever information and downloads you are getting from the universe, you are meant to share that. Okay? Because somebody else needs to hear it, they're saying. Now this card says, retreat, rest, be held, deep replenishment. And it's kind of strange because you've got the universe, you've got, well, that to me always looks like a seal. And then you've got like desert plants here, right? And then you got flowers, and then you got water. So this is feeling like finding a place mentally where you retreat to receive whatever information that they're trying to give you with your third eye. Lots of people going through spontaneous awakening, guys. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, a new reality. Like I was saying, new foundation, listening to your intuition. Wow. Okay, so that's just confirmation for somebody, whoever, however you are receiving your messages right now. Their angels and the universe is telling you you're correct. Okay, so I hope that resonates for somebody. What else do you want to tell us? Channeling and uplifting humanity. Some of you are really going to start feeling, okay, so they're saying grounded. Some of you are really going to feel anchored into the earth, but at the same time, you're going to be getting messages on how your intuition, your new reality, on how you're meant to go forward in the future, okay? You might have to establish boundaries, because when you start giving this information that you're getting, you'll have some people that if it's resonating with them, they're really good. They might try to actually pull you off your path, or they might try to get you to give them information you haven't even gotten yet, or you feel like you know they're not ready to receive it. Okay? And you don't have to do it alone. There'll be at least a few people around you, or other people that you can ask, does this feel right? Am I right in feeling this? Or this is what I feel. You know, I trust your opinion. What do you think? You know, this is calling in people. This could also, like, look, even the whales know, right? I've been getting that message a lot in the past few months. Okay, even the whales know. So, guys, feels like a deeply intuitive thing where you might be thinking about somebody, and then you suddenly get to see them and go, wow, or they phone call you, and you go, I've been thinking about you, and they're like, I've been thinking about you, because you've been telepathically communicating. And you're in this space, okay, where even the whales know you are communicating, okay? I also get a teacher and student vibe off of this, or mother and daughter vibe off of this. But I feel like these two people are in meditation in separate places, and they're communicating, okay? I've been getting that message again for a while. Some of you will have a choice of if you're going to step into some of your gifts or not, okay? I don't want y'all to pay attention to what's on the bottom of the card, because what I'm feeling here is having a choice, because you have a doorway here, and using your intuition, okay, and messages you're getting from the universe to know which door to go through, which path, one step at a time, okay? Have you answered your deepest calling? Now, see how she's got the one eye covered? I feel like you're seeing the new reality, but you're also paying attention to your intuition. And you're not taking no bullshit. Some of you are stepping into your truth, into your power, because you're becoming this elder, right? And it's expanding, and you're like, you're knowing, you're just having this deep knowing, right? And you're stepping into this warrior woman, or spiritual warrior, or leadership role, where you're being divinely guided by the universe, and you're cutting away anything and everything that, like, people are dropping off. You may switch jobs, you may take a new path, however you step into this new reality, you intuitively know that that's what you're doing, okay? I'm really picking that up strong. You are the oracle. Your vibration is rising. So some of you are going to be cutting away, even physical, or even seeing truths that you didn't see before, okay? Intuitively knowing, this is a lie, this is true. Where am I going? Well, I have this choice, that choice. I'm going this way. I know intuitively this is where I'm going. Making that step before it happens, okay? Where are you being called to journey to? Right on the damn bottom. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Knowing. The knowing. Knowing. Taking one step at a time. That's kind of funny. We started off with 4 cards, 5, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're telling me to pull one more. And it's, you are the Oracle. And that's 6. So we got 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see if we're going to get 7 out of these. I don't know. Guys, you're watching me pull them as I go. This is fucking awesome. So this is a 4, 5, 6 message. 4, 5, 6 in order. I don't know. All right. So what kind of places might people be triggered? What kind of places might they be called to? Where might their intuition? Let's see. What exactly do we want to ask? Yeah, I hadn't thought of that before. Interesting. What places might these people who get these messages, where they be when they get them, or where are they from? Take that, how that resonates for you. So let's see what we get here. In a social setting, you might overhear something in a pub, or somewhere where you go to have a light dinner and a couple of drinks after work. Unreal. Okay. You might be out in nature and suddenly reflect on the day and suddenly realize you heard something you did not know. Hearing something you didn't realize you heard, and it comes back to you when you reflect over your day. Get down. The kitty treats are on top of the get off of there, Stormy. Guys, I have 3 other little bodies in here. Okay, let's see. I got this one earlier. Some of you might have a memory from childhood that crops up, and there's a message in that memory that you have never seen before. I got that one for myself earlier today. I was just like, so, okay. Stormy. She's just going to have to meow. Going forth even when you're not sure where you're going. Somewhere where it's cold. Other countries where it's cold. Some of you might be traveling. Some of you might live where it's real rainy. Some of you might take a trip, a different kind of trip. You get my meaning? This is adults only, guys. Okay? And get some kind of message. You might, some kind of shamanic practice, I just said. I just heard shamanic practice. Some of you might do something, you might try something you've never tried before and get some profound messages. See something you've never seen before. Wow. Some of you, after coming through, looking back over your past and suddenly finding the right person and realizing this one's not going to give you the heartbreak that you had before with everyone from the past. Finding your life mate after going through something, or someone that's meant to help guide you. Peaceful retreat, simple living. Maybe some of you are going to travel to another country. This actually always makes me think of Italy. I don't know why. Of course, this could be the Napa Valley in California, right? I don't know what the houses look like there. Maybe you go home to your ancestral lands. Maybe you go to another country and you get triggered and you suddenly remember something important. I feel like this actually feels like somebody who's on vacation. They're in the north, they're somewhere where it's cold, and they go where it's actually more summery or more fall-like, and they get some kind of message. Thank you. They just said stages, stages, stages. I have a cat on my back. What are you doing? I'll get you some in a minute. Okay? Stages. A family gathering. Maybe in a high-rise building. Maybe somewhere you work. All right. I don't know how many cards that is, but 4, 5, 6 again. So, do I need to take another one? Administrative agencies. Pool parties. I think that's kind of over. Flowing rivers, riverbank views. The wandering path. The wandering path. Now I looked up this word, guys. That word is these. I think these are all AI generated because I looked up this word and it is not. It's BS. Fosfoskiki. Trailing rides, carnival fun, festive atmosphere. I looked it up. I think these are all AI generated. Now, this one came up earlier too. Guys, I find this one interesting. This says workspace, creative zone. There are no people. Maybe computers running themselves, AI, oh my God. God help us all. If the machines take over, anyone remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? But this makes me think of telepathy. People communicating in different places and just checking in with each other and information. Getting God messages while you're driving in your car. This isn't for everyone. Going to a cemetery and getting messages from your ancestors or some kind of guides or the passed on. Communication, again, post office. So a lot of this seems to be communication, different types of ways of communicating and different places. Actually, it does feel even more so like communications. At family gatherings, in a workspace, a place that you go after coming through some kind of drama, okay? Taking a trip, no matter what kind of trip, right? Guys, that stuff is scary to me because some of those drugs that they had back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, they could stay with you forever and be triggered, and all of a sudden you're going down, you're having a little trip that you didn't intend to take because that crap's still in your system. I don't know how true that is. I've never had known anyone that did it. So let's pull one light worker card and get us an overall, see if we can get an overall energy for this reading. All right. First ray of power. Some of you might start getting this information and stuff coming in and expanding your awareness. And it's been slowly happening over time that you didn't realize it. And one morning you wake up and you realize all of a sudden you have all these different things going on in your head. And you're going, what the hell? And it's been gathering. It's been expanding. You just haven't noticed. Can't make this shit up. Guys, I just shuffled and cut again. We've got Star Child from yesterday and First Ray of Power. Some of you are getting messages from your guides, from Guys, I'm always writing next to myself. I don't know where it went now. But I was going to look this one up. I just had the book here because I was looking it up earlier. But I'm a disaster waiting to happen, guys. I'm a beautiful disaster. I thought it was up on the table, but it's not. But, yeah, it is. It's underneath all the other... Hang on, guys. I want to read this card to y'all. It's underneath all the decks. It's actually on the cover of this. I want to read this First Ray of Power to you guys. Okay? Because this, to me, seems like getting energy or getting messages from the Anunnaki or the Arcturians or from otherworldly beings, okay? And it's the very first card. The first ray of power of energy is of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. The warrior woman, elder, da-da. Okay, which is what we've been talking about, right? It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master, El Mora, brings you his particular blessings and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters the most to you. And she's like, bring it on, baby. Bring it on. So if you're confused about what path to take, if you're confused about what path to take, okay, or rather to continue a certain relationship, course of action, the first ray of power clarifies matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever's holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. Which one? One of them was the one that was telling me inner knowing, right? Okay. So, a long-term plan is what's important to you may suddenly seem as though it needs to be changed or released forever, or you may suddenly get the motivation to go for something you've been dreaming of for a long time. Your understanding of what's helpful and what is not can change overnight. The changes will feel very true, freeing and helpful. Those people, dreams, and opportunities that remain in your life afterwards have survived the onslaught of divine will. Okay? That means that the universe is confirming they're meant to be part of your journey at this time. Calling in your soul tribe. Calling in, asking for help. Even the whales know, right? Relates to matters of leadership, politics. Be open to how your spiritual journey might be helpful in the world of politics, rather aligning yourself with a cause that resonates deeply in your heart, or through bring a more open and discerning viewpoint into the often deceptive world of politics. Wasn't I just saying something about politics earlier? Which, guys, that's to me is a scary thing. I just kind of like always want to back off from it because people argue about politics all the time. Speaking your truth is helpful at this time. Again, speaking your truth, breakthrough. You are not meant to hold it back to yourself, okay? So there's an underlying message here about politics. If your life purpose involves having a meaningful political cause or assuming a position of leadership, you'll feel the truth and be given encouragement from the Ascended Master El Mora to trust yourself as a leader with heart and awareness. As this ray makes its way into your life, it's time to accept the loving gauntlet being thrown down by the universe and take your hands off the control of your life. Again, not trying to guide it, but listening to your intuition. New foundation, intuition, right, guys? Okay? So, if something or someone's no longer a part of your life, it'll be that a more beautiful, truthful, and satisfying version of what you are surrendering can come into your world. The universe loves you and wants only the best and most beautiful life experience. Trust. Trust and let it happen. Okay? So, that is the first ray of power. So, whatever cause you want to take up, okay, you're ready to do it. So if you've been feeling to go in a certain direction and make those changes, now's the time. Okay? Do some investigative, do some kind of investigative, not reporting, research. Look and see what it is you feel like you're being guided to do. Okay? The angels are with you. All right. So, guys, that's what I have for you this morning. Again, we're stepping into a new reality, guys. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 runes here, which it was an angel message. But we're stepping into a new reality, guys. Our whole world is shifting and changing. Okay. I feel like things are. What's that word? Coalescing. I feel like things are getting magnetized. This feels like a magnet to me. Things that are meant to come into your life, that are meant to change you into the person you're meant to be, I feel like is it's being formed, it's coalescing, it's vibrating out into the universe. As our vibrations rise, we are attracting and we are being more the people we're meant to become. What you seek, you already are. It just hasn't made itself quite known to you yet. New reality, trust your intuition. Okay? Some of you are meant to be leaders, guides, mystics, shamans, healers, political activists, animal activists. I think we're going to see a lot more of that as we go into the future. More people stepping up for what they believe in and being more willing to speak out. And whole groups, that's not something really new, but it feels like doing it in a new way. Again, I'm picking up that telepathy. I'm surprised the other card didn't come out. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this resonates for some of you, this breakthrough. I don't know if this reading's going to be called yet, but if you were drawn here, you're probably being drawn here by the title. Love and light, guys. We are definitely shifting and changing into the future. Lighthouse.